God damn, man. I've been working out for about, I want to say since I'm 16, 17, around 17, we'll say. And I'm 24, so I've been in the gym for a while. I may not look it, but I have a little bit of experience there. Um, and I've been squatting for at least three, I want to say, somewhere around those lines. And for the most part, as I've said before, I've absolutely hated it. But in recent months, well, in the past year, I'd say, I've been loving it more and more. Um, and in my previous squatting video, a couple of friends of mine told me how they thought my stance was narrower than usual, and I would agree with them. My stance is very um, narrow compared to the conventional stance, which is shoulder width. Um, and because of these comments, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna widen that stance. And the moment I widened those feet, when I took them apart just a little bit, just by a couple centimeters, and again kept the toes pointed outwards towards where the knees would be pointing, I felt a world of difference. Uh, I felt as though I was engaging a completely different muscle group. I was getting the glute more involved. Not only that, I also felt my lower back, which isn't a good thing, from what I've read. So I have to work on that. But essentially, this is something new I need to work on. Um, so I knew now in these first two sets with just the open bar, I just need to open up my hips a lot. Because on just that first rep, I could feel how much lower I could go. I could feel the hips really, um, really close, or not closing, really opening up, because of how close the top part of my body was getting to my lower part, becoming a sandwich essentially more than usual. Sounds funny to say. Um, so as a result, today I couldn't go too heavy. I had to be cautious throughout the entire workout because at certain points I could feel my hips not in a good way, and the moment I felt them tensing up or aching, I just racked the bar. I think we went up to 100. Um, you'll see that now later in the video. Um, but yeah, man, it's crazy to me how such a little change in my form with that stance, widening that stance just by a little bit, completely changed the feeling of the workout for me. Um, but the good thing is I get to attack those muscle groups more now, because when I do leg extensions, compared to leg curls, I will do more weight on the leg curls. No, on the leg extensions, meaning that my squat with my narrow stance, they're focused on my quads. So now I'm gonna be sticking with this wider stance for now, and it looks good here. You can see how low my glutes go before I raise them back up. I was much lower than my closer stance, so I'm happy about that. Um, Another thing to consider now, because of how much more my hips are going to be working, and because of the aching, I have to do a bit more stretching probably before bed, um, because I know hip pain can be a real problem, especially later on in your 30s, 40s if you don't treat it right or right away. Um, Other than that, I'm happy to be starting them. The knees look a little shaky here. The weight felt good, but I do need to like I said, get used to the stance, get used to stabilizing myself. But everything else looks solid, and I think I think there's a lot to look forward to with the new stance. To be honest, it's just gonna be this now. To be honest, it's not gonna be any difference. I'm not gonna be changing the stance. I'm gonna be just working on this now. Um, the 8 a.m. mornings are still going strong. Still waking up, still going to campus, getting whatever work I need done. Today I got a lot of work done, which I was happy about. The mentality is still there, the positive mentality, positive energy, seeing my friends, feeling like I'm smiling still. Um, yeah, man, I'm feeling good, and I'm really happy I discovered this because this is, again, it's new to me, and it's something I get to work on. Um, as for the video prior, I noticed that my bench form was okay, but I feel like I should be working more on my feet. My feet aren't being used to stabilize my body at all, so I need to try and work on that. Which is something I could have only noticed or really noticed if I saw it in the video, which I did. I just forgot to mention it. Here's 100 kg. I think that looks okay. Yeah, knees look okay here. Could have gone a bit lower, but I wasn't going heavier than this. This was yeah, that was it. I went back down. Um, yeah, it's just a matter of time. I'm not expecting a new PR in the squat anytime soon because of me keeping this new stance. I want to work on it. I want to work on my hamstrings. Might work in some stiff leg deadlifts into the routine. Focus on stretching the hams and some lunges. Even though I, it's one of the worst workouts I know. Like the lunges now are what squats used to be for me. They're absolutely horrible. I hate them. But I do know that they can work your glutes and your hams to death. I finished off the workout with 2 sets of 60 kg. I think I did high reps here. I did 10 to 12 with the new stance, obviously. So again, I was getting used to it. I didn't want to go heavy this session, but I'm excited to do this again. I'm excited to go back and squat with this new stance. See what's gonna happen in terms of my strength. Is it gonna go as strong as my narrow stance within the next couple of months, or is it gonna take more time? We'll see. The camera angle isn't the best because you can't really tell the stance, but when I go down as to grass, then it's a bit prevalent how wide my legs are. There was also a secondary view at one point in the video, but again, you couldn't see the legs too well. But today was good. Today was good. Today was productive. Today was hard work. Woke up easily today compared to yesterday. Yesterday I messed up badly. But we're staying consistent, and I'm happy with the progress. I mean, or whatever progress there is. I'm more happy about the consistency so far. You know, day 4. Right now, my plan is just to get to day 10. If I can get to day 10, I'm happy. And that's my goal right now for the gym, or this little journal thing I guess I'm doing for myself. I told some friends to, or didn't tell them. I asked if they'd like to see what my thoughts are on things and everything like that. It's more training based, but in other days I'll talk more about, I don't know, where I'm at mentally. But today was all about the training. Today was such a surprise and a pleasant one, to be honest, because I get to work on something new. Yeah, there's a final session, last set right there done. And yeah, guys, I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.